Hey guys, welcome to One UX One, the channel that helps you become a great UX designer. So today we're going to talk about what it's like to be a UX designer. UX design itself, it's probably one of the most interesting careers, and I'll tell you why. You get to do so many different things, which we call the UX design process. So you get to experience so many different aspects of work: user research, problem solving, problem statements, interviews, wireframing, sketching, testing, stakeholder management, and designing, ideation, thinking of solutions. There's so much involved in this whole UX design job that there's never a day that's boring. So it's always interesting. So that's really in summary. But what does it actually look like to work long term as a UX designer? I think as this field is always growing and expanding, for example, there used to only be UX designers and user research was a part of UX design. Then user research became a full new career. In the same way as that, things always changing and improving. So more apps come along to help you do usability testing, apps and applications and technology for user research. So you can do testing with your users using click testing, IMAPs, and A/B testing, tree testing, and all these methods that you can use thanks to these apps that are out there. So the interesting thing is this job doesn't stay in one place. It does progress and grow and improve. The processes improve and the designs get better. And that's why you see websites, apps constantly improving, because UX designers are working with teams to make those processes better. So what are the things that you have to be aware of in this job? Your team working, your stakeholder management is the key aspect here. If you don't work with groups, you won't get the results that are required. So there's constant engagement and discussion with the developer, with the UI person who takes your design and makes it, well, literally flowery and pretty and aesthetically pleasing and meets all the requirements such as accessibility for people with needs. If you don't work with them, you're not going to get the results. So this job is like you are constantly communicating, whether using Teams or Slack or any other app. You're constantly communicating with people and what you're doing and what they're doing and what questions you need. For example, I had to ring my manager on Teams and say, look, I'm thinking of doing a heuristic review, a review of the whole design, which is 10 points, which I'm going to make a video about that. So don't forget to subscribe. I said, I'm going to make this review the design. And he said, no, we need something more urgent right now that you need to work on. So, which was a user flow map. So the thing is, you need to communicate. If you start doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, you may annoy your colleagues at work and they may be waiting for something. There may be a developer who's waiting for a UX design, a wireframe, so they can develop it and code it. But if you haven't done that because you're working on something else, it's going to be quite hard if you don't communicate. So communication is key. The other thing is always keeping your mind reflecting on what the problems are. So I would make a list of all the problems as I see them on the website, on the app, and I make a note so I can go back to it in future. When I'm looking for more solutions to create and work on, I go back to my list. So that's always helpful. The other thing is there's a lot of time for reflection sometimes, and sometimes it gets really busy. So you get in UX design work, you get peaks and troughs. You get really, really busy periods, like there's a go live date, website has to be launched, and then after that it goes a bit quiet, gives you more time to reflect and think on the future designs, things that you want to work on. So that's really what it's like. So it's like you get these really busy periods, then it goes quiet, then goes busy, then quiet, then busy, then quiet. So you got to watch out for those periods where you get a bit more time to reflect, because when you're actually not doing as much, you get more time, more ideas will come to your mind, design solutions will come that will really help improve the actual website or app that you're working on, or the product. So the life of a UX designer itself is really, really interesting, because you are creating products and solutions that thousands, if not millions of people going to benefit from. And you can see that live. You can see it in the real world. You can see people use your products, and you are a reason for them making their life easier. So when you have that in the back of your mind that I'm helping people, you get a great satisfaction. And that's what I find in UX design. That's why I love it. And if you want to get into this career, I'm here to help you. This is 1UX1, the channel that helps you become a great UX designer.